Our lecture today is about a comprehensive problem about the three main chapters, chapter 2, 3, and 4, consumer choice. So let's start with an assumption. Suppose an individual has an income of $15 per time, per month, per week, anything. Price of X equals $1 and price of Y $1. Require number one to to write the budget line equations, and number two to plot. Plot means to draw budget line. But the word plot means draw. So first, as we said before, we know that budget line has three main equations. Number one, M or I equals BXX plus BYY, which means that you are going to spend on your money income on X and Y. Number two, X equals M divided by BX minus BY divided by BXY. Number three, Y equals M divided by BY minus BX divided by BYY. This means that M equals 15 equal BX1 X plus BY, which is 1 Y. So equation number 1 can be written as 15 equals X plus Y. With respect to equation number 2, it is X equals 15 divided by 1 minus 1 divided by 1 Y, which is 15 minus Y. This is equation number 2. With respect to equation number 3, Y equals 15 divided by 1 minus 1 divided by 1x, so it can be written as 15 minus x. These are the three main equations of the budget line. Now we are going to use these equations in order to draw the budget line. If you are going to substitute in equation number 2 y equals 0, this means that x will be 15. So this is the first combination that will be used in order to draw the budget line. With respect to equation number 2, if you are going to substitute with x equals 0, this means that y equals 15. And this is the second combination that will be used in the drawing of budget line. Now we are going to draw the budget line. So as we said, combination number 1, x equals 0, y equals 15. X equals 0, y equals 15, so this is the first point. Combination number 2, y equals 0 and x equals 15. Y equals 0 and x equals 15. Then we are going to connect the 2 points together. This is the budget line. Now we are going to start a new part of this problem. In this part, there are three main requirements. Number one, let's assume that income will be 10 or and income will be 20 while prices are constant at 1. This is the first case. Scenario number 2, price of X will decrease to 0.5 while price of Y equals 1 and the income remains 15. A second case in the same part, or the second scenario, price of X increases to 2 while By equals 1 and the income equals 15. Scenario number 3, By increases to 2 while Bx equals 1 and the income equals 15. Okay, so these are three different scenarios. Let's start with scenario number 1. We have to calculate or to find the budget line equations in the two different cases. Number 1, income equals 10. So M equals Bx x plus By M equals Bx x plus By y. X equals M divided by Bx minus By divided by Bx y. Y equals M divided by By minus Bx divided by By x. By substituting in the three equations, ten equals Bx is 1 x plus By is 1 y. So this is equation number 1. Number 2, x equals 10 divided by 1, which is 10, minus 1 divided by 1, which is 1 y. With respect to equation number 3, y equals 10 divided by 1 minus 1 divided by 1, which is 1x. We are going to use the three equations in order to draw the new budget line. But we are going to draw the old one first. So in our initial situation, it was 0 and 15 and 0 and 15. Now you are going to substitute instead of y by 0, so it is 0 and 10. 0 and 10. And you are going to substitute instead of x in equation number 3 with 0, so it's 0 and 10. As we said before, a change in income will cause a shift in the budget line. Okay. Situation number 2, which is income equals 20. We are going to calculate the 3 equations again. With respect to equation number 1, is gonna be 20 equals price of x is 1, x, price of y is 1, y. Equation number 2, x equals 20 divided by 1 minus by divided by bx, which is 1 divided by 1, which is 1, y. Question number 3, y equals m, which is 20 divided by 1, minus 1 divided by 1, which is 1, x. So these are the 3 equations in case of budget line number 3. In order to draw the budget line, we are going to substitute in equation number 2 and number 3 with 0 instead of x and y in order to find the quantity of the other commodity. So it is 0 and 20, 0 y and 20x. Here 0 and 20y, 0 and 20y. Connect the 2 points together. This is the new budget line in our case. Okay, this is scenario number 2. What about scenario number 3? Sorry, this is scenario number 1. What about scenario number 2? Number 2 or number B, as we said before, price of x will be 0.5 while price of y is 1 and income is 15. And another case, price of x will be 2 while price of y is 1 and the income is 15. So we have to find the 3 budget line equations again. So in this case, 15, which is the income, equals 0.5x plus y. X equals 15 divided by 0.5 minus 1 divided by 0.5 y. So it is 30 minus 2y. Y equals 15 divided by 1 minus 0.5 divided by 1. So these are the 3 equations in case of price of x changes from 1 to 0 to 0.5. Graphical. We are going to draw the initial situation first. So as we said, first point 0 and 15 and 0 and 15. So this is line number 1. In the new case, you are going to substitute instead of y by 0. So x will be 30 and you are going to substitute instead of x with 0, so y will be 15. So the first combination is 0 and 30. And the second combination is 0 and 15. So this is line number 2. As we said before, that the change of the price of only one commodity will cause shift with different slope or rotation from a point. The same we are going to do in case of price of x equals 2 instead of 1. So 15 equals 2x plus y. This is equation number 1. X equals 15 divided by 2 minus 1 divided 2 y. With respect to y, it's 15 divided by 1 minus 2 divided by 1 x. 7.5 minus 0.5 y. So now we are going to illustrate this graphical by substituting by 0 instead of y. So the value of x will be 7.5. And in equation number 3, we are going to substitute by 0 instead of x. So the value of y will be 15. So the two combinations will be x equals 0, y equals 15. Y equals 0, x equals 7.5. So y equals 0, x equals 7.5. 0x and 15. So this is the third line. Okay. Scenario number 3. It's almost the same, but you are going to change the price of y instead of x. So the curve is going to look like okay, so the fixed point or the common point will be on the x-axis, while the change will be on the y-axis. You have to solve point number 3 by yourself. Okay, now you have different combinations of commodities that will be used in order to draw indifference curves. Quantity of x, quantity of y. This is different combinations that have different utilities. U1, U2, U3, and U4. We are going to use these different combinations in order to draw the indifference map for a single consumer. Okay, now we are going to use these combinations in order to draw the indifference map. Okay. Okay, combination of U1, 3 and 12. 4 and 7, 6 and 9, 6 and 4, sorry, 6 and 4, 9 and 2, and finally 14 and 1. This is U1. Number 2, 6 and 12, 7 and 9, 9 and 6, 12 and 4, and finally 15 and 3. And this is line number 2. Number 3, 8 and 15, 9 and 12, 11 and 9, 15 and 6, and finally 20 and 5. This is number 3. Number 4, 10 and 13, 12 and 10, 14 and 8, 18 and 6.4, and finally 20 and 6. And this is line number 4. This is the indifference map of this consumer. Now we would like to combine the budget line, the first budget line drawn by income 15, BX1, BY1, with the indifference map in order to identify the point of maximum satisfaction. So the first line, as we said, 0 and 15, and 0 and 15. So the point of maximum satisfaction in this case will be nine and 6. So for this consumer, in order to maximize his own level of satisfaction, he has to buy 9 units of X and 6 units of Y. Now If you know that price of X decreases from 1 to 0.5, which is case number 1 in scenario number 2. So we have to add the new budget line in the same graph. Returning back to the example. Here, price 0.5. So if you are going to substitute with 0, the quantity of X will be 30. If you are going to substitute with 0, the quantity of Y will be 15. So it is 0 and 30 and 0 and 15. In this case, you are going to buy 18 units of X and 6.4 units of Y. From this, we can drive the demand curve. So the requirement number 4 or 5, I don't remember, derive demand curve. We are going to drive demand curve of commodity X. This is the first combination that we have identified here, which is point A. And then we are going to draw point B. And this is number 2. This is A and this is B. Point A, at this point, Px was 1. As a result, consumers are going to buy 9 units. In case number B, price of X decreases to 0.5. As a result, people are going to demand more and they are going to buy 18 units. Okay, this is the prices of commodity X. I'm going to start with 0.2, 0.4, 0.6, 0.8 and 1. Then at this quantity, the price was 1. And at this quantity, the price was 0.5. So we are going to connect these 2 points together. So this is the demand curve of commodity X. As per your request, you would like me to speak a little bit Arabic. So I'm going to sum up in Arabic. طيب احنا عملنا ايه النهارده؟ احنا اللي عملناه ان احنا عملنا بروبلم واحده بتصم اب كل اللي عملناه في chapters 2 و 3 و 4. طيب اول حاجه عملنا البادجت لاين، كان مديني الجيفن بتاعي ان الانكم equals 15, price of x equals 1 and price of y equals 1. كان required ان انا to find ال 3 equations بتوعنا، وان احنا نعمل بلوت للجراف. كلمه بلوت معناها draw. طيب عملنا ال 3 equations، طلعنا منهم ان 15 equals x plus y و x equals 15 minus y و y equals 15 minus x. طيب هنعمل substitution مكان y و x في equations number 2 و 3 عشان نطلع combination نرسم بيها البادجت لاين بتاعنا. فبقى عندي الكومباينيشن الاولى ان y تبقى بزيرو فx تبقى 15، والكومباينيشن الثانيه ان x تبقى بزيرو فy تبقى 15. رسمنا البادجت لاين. بعد كده قال لي ان انا عندي حصل تشينج في الانكم، مره خلى الانكم 10 ومره خلاه 20، بس في نفس الوقت بي اكس وبي واي ار كونستنت. فعملنا نفس الكلام اللي عملناه في نمبر 1 بس using different income. فعملنا الايكويشنز بتاعتنا اللي هما 3 equations، فبقت 10 equals x plus y و x equals 10 minus y و y equals 10 minus x. عملنا substitution مكان x و y في الايكويشن 2 و 3 بزيرو عشان نطلع الفاليو بتاعت الكومباينيشن، وعملنا drawing للكيرف. من ده خدنا conclusion كده ان لما حصل change في الانكم حصل shift للبادجت لاين. لو الانكم بتاعي decreases الشيفت will be to the left، لو الانكم increases فالشيفت will be to the right. بعد كده قال لي طيب خلاص احنا هنرجع للinitial situation مرة تانية وهنعمل بس change في one price اللي هو ال P of X. P of X will decrease في كيس وفي الكيس التانية will increase. So we have to find the three budget lines again. Sorry, the three budget line equations again. فبقى عندي 15 plus 0.5x plus y وبقت x equals 30 minus 2y و y equals 15 minus 0.5x. عملنا substitution مكان ال x بزيرو مرة ومكان ال y بزيرو in order to find the value of x and y. وعملنا ونفس الكلام في حالة لو ال bx ب 2 بدل 0.5 ورسمنا بيهم الجراف. فقلنا ان احنا كده حصل عندنا rotation from one point or shift with a different slope. بعد كده اداني indifference curves وطلب مني ان انا ارسم indifference map، فاستخدمنا كل schedule من دول in order to draw only one line. فرسمنا indifference curves بتاعتنا. بعد كده طلب مني combine budget line drawn in number 1 اللي هو الانيشال بتاعي خالص اللي هو كان فيه الانكم ب 15 وبي اكس وبي واي ب 1 و1، احطهم مع الانديفرنس ماب في نفس الايكويشن عشان نطلع البوينت اوف ماكسيمم ساتسفاكشن. فكان عندي البوينت A هي البوينت اوف ماكسيمم ساتسفاكشن or point of demand or consumer choice. طيب عند البوينت دي we are going to demand 9 units of X and 6 units of Y. طيب بعد كده قال لي نفترض ان البرايس اتغير، بدل ما هو كان ب1 بx بدل ما كان ب1 بقى bx ب 0.5. ف what is going to happen to the consumer choice؟ فرسمنا البادجت لاين التاني ده، فحددنا البوينت B. At this point we are going to demand 15 units of X and 6.4 units of Y. بعد كده طلب مني ان انا ارسم من الكلام ده بقى كله اجمعه كله مع بعضه عشان اطلع منه الديماند كيرف، derive demand curve. As we said before, demand shows that there is a negative relationship between price and the quantity demanded. So على ال x-axis هنحط ال price of the commodity، على ال y-axis هيبقى ال quantity of this commodity. طب احنا بندرايف demand بتاع مين؟ بتاع ال x. طيب يبقى انا كده عندي two different points او two different cases. case number 1 اللي هو ال initial price كان ب 1، وcase number 2 اللي هو ال price الجديد بتاعي اللي بعد ال change اللي حصل فيه اللي هو 0.5. فاحنا انا بس عدت الرسمه تاني علشان تبقى بدل ما الخطوط كتير يعني ما تتلخبطوش. فبقى عندي ادي point of tangency اهي وادي point of tangency اهي. طيب at this point البرايس كان ب 1 و at this point البرايس كان ب 0.5. then you are going to connect the 2 points together يبقى ده الديماند كيرف بتاعي. And this is the end of our lecture today, and next week inshallah we are going to start a new chapter. Thank you.